Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BSV TV. I'm your host, Satoshi, and on this show we'll be defending the one and only, truly genuine Bitcoin. The Bitcoin that Satoshi Nakamoto designed in his white paper as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system for the world. Let's get the disclaimers out of the way. So all the statements that you hear on this show are opinion and must only ever be taken as opinion. They are never to be taken as any form of advice, family, financial, sexual or otherwise. And on that note, let's sit back, relax, have some fun and enjoy the show.
Yeah, I'm not surprised I wasn't asked why I'm convinced Craig is Satoshi. I posted on Reddit. He signed in my presence using the private key from block number one, the very first mined Bitcoin block, on a computer that I'm convinced had not been tampered with, on software I'm convinced that had not been tampered with, a message of my choosing.
At Enchain, we've just funded a number of universities doing, so far, a test up to 1 gigabyte because it validates what we've already done independently. We've tested up to 380 gigabyte blocks. We've tested 1 million transactions a second and transaction sizes up to 20 megabytes. Super complex scripts, basically ones that can run operating systems. That's basically all of global commerce times about 50. On top of that, we can have complex scripts. On top of that, with payment channels between that, we can scale each of those transactions 1,000 times, which effectively means about 1 billion transactions per second, which means we can then have all derivatives, all complex trades. That means high frequency trading. It means everything that happens globally.
Is the market that effectively BSV is going for, is that global e-commerce, which is currently valued at $29 trillion?
No, that's too small.
Buy and sell Bitcoin instantly at bsvgravity.com. And you can now book and pay for your winter holiday at skibsv.com. Bitcoin
is not for
selling. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to BSV TV. Hope you're doing well. Just a quick one for today because I'm still getting things set up and sorted out and stuff like that. So let's just have a quick rundown of the statistics. So we currently have Bcrash with 1.5% of the hash rate and Bitcoin with 1% of the hash rate. So they're currently in front by a third. We've got Coolcoin with 97.6. Still, the transactions absolutely massive on Bitcoin, so that's where everything else is going to follow suit. But looking at the hash rate, let's just have a quick look at the mining profitability. See if an update on that is something I always enjoy. So I mean, look at that. Strength of the network is 9,000 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than it is Coolcoin. But in terms of mining profitability, so it's actually 10% more profitable to mine on Coolcoin than it is on Bcrash. And if you look at the percentage difference here, I mean that's actually about that's about 300%. 300% more profitable to mine on Bitcoin BSV than it is on Bcrash. But it makes me think that looking at the hash rate, they were just simply trying to push it up. But the fact is, they can't increase the hash rate without increasing the losses that they're making mining it. So this is going to be fascinating to watch. I'm literally going to have my eyes on this like a hawk because yesterday when I was looking at this, I was thinking, you know what? Maybe this is the beginning of the end because I think Bcrash only had 1% and Bitcoin actually had 2.3%. So it was well over 100% in comparison to what Bcrash had, and there's just nothing they can do. What they say, price follows hash or hash follows price. They can never really make their mind up. But if hash or if price did follow hash and Bitcoin was 150% had 150% more hash rate on the network, then the prices shouldn't match up, because it means that the price of Bitcoin, according to that, should be 150 times more than Bcrash. But it's not. So therefore, that clearly doesn't really follow. But, hash is the end game. Hash literally shows the investment in the network. It shows the demand for it. Miners are just like, look, we want Bitcoin because it's more valuable than Coolcoin, and it's more valuable than Bcrash because they're pieces of crap. Basically, let's just have a quick look at mining then while we're here. Oh, and these graphs are actually looking pretty juicy. These are looking really good. I mean, if you were an investor, what would you want to look at? I know what I'd want to look at. I want to have a look at daily Bitcoin transactions by network. Well, it looks like Bitcoin's on top on that one. That's the most used network. Why would I want anything else? Fees by network. I would want fees to be the cheapest out of all of them, which they are, as we'll see right here in just a moment. There we go. Fees by network. Look at that. So you want the most transactions and you want the least fees on the network, because I mean, it's the strength of the genuine Bitcoin here is just absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. So mining not looking as competitive as it was, but who cares? Like, it's coming. It's coming. That is literally all that matters. That's all that matters. I mean, look at the number of miners on Bcrash here, and yet it's 10% more profitable to mine on Coolcoin, or 9.6 more profitable. So what they should be doing is mining on Coolcoin, dumping Coolcoin, and buying Bcrash if that's what they want it. But if everyone did it, Bcrash would just simply disappear. So they're literally mining it for sheer hopium. And if you look at the charts, you realise that there is no hope. In fact, it's got two hopes: Bob Hope and No Hope. And Bob Hope is no longer with us anymore. So yeah, who knows what they're playing at. Let's have a quick look at Pricey, looking nicey. Yeah, more details over the week. Here we go. So oh wow, that's pretty good today, even though it's only 1.7%. So that equates to over the week, 7% over the week. Oh, look at that for the last month, 52%. That's huge in a month. Good grief. 12% over 3 months, and over 6 months, still in the green. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, 1 year still in. It's just all looking good, all looking very good, very healthy indeed, very healthy, and that's what we like to see. Green all round, and again, I'm really not bothered about any of these other shitcoins on the listed on the coin market cap, because people don't realise that they're all centralised projects and they are utterly worthless. The problem is they just simply don't understand decentralization, but they will learn the hard way. Vinny Kamal in there. Hello, mate. How's it going? Good to see ya. So a few things to go over today. When my computer wants to operate. Here we go. So check this out. So in comparison to the clip that we saw the other day, where Samson Mao said, "Oh yeah, Blockstream controls it," and they were like, "What? Say that again." Like, listen to what Satoshi Nakamoto has to say here. This is genius.
It will remove.
Hold on 1 second. Wait for the screen to sort itself out. Oh, it looks like I
Power globally.
can't enlarge it. Never mind. Hold on. Let's just play that one more time. Increase the volume.
It's all about power. This is what it all comes down to. See, what people don't understand is Bitcoin with a stable protocol takes away power. If no one can change the protocol, not me, not God, there's no power in money. Money is all about power. And this is one of the things Bitcoin has done. It has removed that power. It will remove that power globally. It's all
absolutely Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Inspirational. Indeed is what I would say to that. Yeah, whereas all these other shit corners like, yeah, we want this, we want that. You know, Anne-Marie Sachet desperately trying to keep hold of B Crash. And you've got Blockstream. Yeah, their chief strategy officer is happy to say, yeah, Blockstream controls it. And people are just like, what? I thought nobody could control Bitcoin. No, they have got control of it. Like, dear, oh dear. This was something else I thought was worth a mention. Check this out. So if you've not seen this lady's profile before, she'd written a comment here about Bitcoin. And I thought, all right, well, you know, she's got 105,000 followers. You know, so not to be sniffed at. She says, I like sci-fi books, Bitcoin, and talking with my hands. I'm required to tell you opinions on my own, but you probably already figured that out. And then I looked at CoinShares, which is the website that she's got advertised here. And check this out. Honestly, just full of shitcoins. Full of shitcoins. She's got 105,000 followers. And she's advertising this CoinShare site. I mean, look at the state of it when it comes up. It's absolutely embarrassing. Utterly embarrassing. Totally and utterly embarrassing. And I keep going to mention how embarrassing it is until the screen comes up. So it says here, look, pioneers in digital asset investing. At CoinShares, our mission is to expand access to the digital asset ecosystem while serving and trusted partners for our clients. Well, I mean, there is no digital asset ecosystem. It's an absolute fraud. An absolute fraud. The biggest fraud in history. You know, we've got WorldCom, that was 107 billion. Then there was Enron, 63 billion. Bernie Madoff, 60 billion. And then look at the market cap here. Last time I looked at it, it was like 280 billion. Whoa! Oh, that must have been pounds. I mean, look at this. $344 billion. And only 4.2 billion is genuine. So basically, that is $340 billion worth of absolute scam. Absolute scam. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Alright, here we go. So it says about CoinShares, what we do, blah, 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 blah. Professional solutions for digital asset investors. Like she knows. She has got no clue what decentralization is. You know what? Asset management. Our ETPs offer simple access to digital assets. There are no digital assets. There is only Bitcoin. And there are no tokens on the Bitcoin network at the moment. So they're absolute pieces of shit. You know, and she's got 105,000 followers. I mean, people are going to get absolutely wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. You know, people are going to be scratching their heads like, what on earth happened? Management strategies. I mean, this is going to be funny. Our managed strategies serve investors who prefer more tailored investment approaches. Access to these strategies is restricted to professional and accredited investors. I mean, whatever. Such a load of bollocks. CoinShares Capital Markets matches human capital with purpose-built infrastructure and systems to help institutional counterparties meet their unique liquidity needs through a full suite of trading, risk management and hedging services. Blah, 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 bollocks. I mean, it's absolutely laughable. Absolutely laughable. So we'll just click on this and see what it says here. So it says, what we do. Is this the same page I just read? Yeah, exchange trade products, active strategies, advisory services. Our advisory services support private placement and investment opportunities that are not available to the general public, provided by CoinShare Capital. Oh, I mean, they're just talking about, like, you know, ICOs, which is just complete and utter scams. Oh, we'll give you access to ICOs. I mean, it's just an absolute shit show. Literally, it's just, you know. They will find out. They will find out. So after that, look, this was a rather heartbreaking story. So this was Virgin Atlantic filed for Chapter 15 bankruptcy protection after telling a London court it was set to run out of cash next month. I mean, this is Again, this is all due to the fact that money doesn't work. Money just being printed straight off the press, handed out as if it's got value. You know, it's just simply more and more needs printed. It goes down and down in value. You know, they're just all these businesses are trading in toxic assets. You know, and that's why they spend so much money on fund managers trying to maintain their value because they're getting because even if you put your money in a high interest account, you'll be very lucky to find an interest account that actually offers interest which is past the rate of inflation. Yeah, I mean that's what interest is. I mean interest at the moment is like 0.1%, something like that. Something crazy, and you just look at the amount of quantitative easing they're doing. I mean, inflation has easily got to be more than 3% at the moment. You know, it's insane, and just you're gonna run out of money. Things are going to be centralized. Virgin Atlantic is going to be taken over by the banks. But I mean, what do the banks know about running airlines? You know, it's a useful service. It's just so ridiculous, so ridiculous. And this is why we need Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we got next. Okay, this is another one. Honestly, it makes my heart bleed when I see businesses going bust. This was Pizza Express when it comes up. They are closing. I can't remember how many stores. Something like maybe. Oh, don't want to take a guess. Might be a bit embarrassing, but you know, I can't remember how many. It was definitely in the thousands of staff that they were going to be losing. So yeah, here we go. Pizza Express closures take hospitality job losses to 17,000. 17,000. Chain could shed up to 1,100 staff and close up to 70 of its 449 outlets as COVID-19 compounds sector deepens. Pizza Express has become the latest chain to announce its closing restaurants as the coronavirus pandemic causes a domino effect on Britain's high streets, claiming 17,000 jobs in eateries and other food outlets in a matter of months. The company confirmed plans on Tuesday to use a company voluntary arrangement, a CVA, an insolvency process that allows it to close outlets and cut rents. That could result in the closure of as many as 70 of its 449 UK restaurants. The plan could cost as many as 1,100 jobs. You know, and again, you know, it just goes on. One of my favourite cafes, Carluccio's, you know, it breaks my heart seeing it just sat there now, you know, all closed up, umbrellas gathering dust. I used to love going there and having a coffee. Just you know, felt like I was getting a taste of Italy, but not anymore. And the last one, this is absolutely shocking. I mean, I think we've all seen footage of the explosion in Beirut in Lebanon, and look at this. This was quite interesting. So it's just like this is what it was caused by. So it was caused by stockpiling this chemical, which is normally benign, you know, and harmless under certain conditions, but when it starts to erode after it's been stored for a certain period of time, it then becomes unbalanced and then can explode, which is like it did. So we'll check this out when it comes up. So it says, what blew up in Beirut? Come on. What blew up in Beirut? A look at ammonium nitrate and why it's so dangerous. So I'm going to bring this back round to Bitcoin in just a second. So it says, if, as seems to be the case, the Beirut explosion was caused by thousands of tons of ammonium nitrate stored in a warehouse, the blast demonstrates the deadly potential of this chemical. So what is ammonium nitrate? With the chemical formula NH4N03, ammonium nitrate is a naturally occurring, highly soluble white crystalline solid, more commonly known as saltpetre. The largest compounds are found in the Atacama Desert in Chile, from where it was mined. These days, almost 100% of the chemical that is used is synthetic, produced by reaching ammonia with nitric acid. It says here, what's it used for? Ammonium nitrate is predominantly used in agriculture as a high nitrogen fertilizer. It's relatively stable under most conditions and is inexpensive to manufacture, making the chemical a popular alternative to other more expensive nitrogen sources. It is also a key component of ANFO, which is ammonium nitrate fuel oil, an industrial explosive used in mining, quarrying and civil construction, and accounting for 80% of all the industrial explosives used in the US. By itself, ammonium nitrate is not regarded as particularly volatile or dangerous, but under certain conditions it can be deadly. Most countries have regulations controlling its storage to make sure it's safe. Oh dear, I mean, this is why it's coming back to Bitcoin. So what makes ammonium nitrate explode? Particular sets of circumstances are needed to turn ammonium nitrate from a stable compound into an explosive without any fuel or external catalyst. It is classified as an energetic material, one that produces heat as it decomposes, similar to the way heat is generated by rotting material in a compost heap. If there is sufficient quantity of ammonium nitrate, it can generate enough heat to catch fire and keep the fire going without the need for an external catalyst such as a flame. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Look at this. Absolutely shocking. Wait for this to play. I mean, this was really quite something. When it plays. Come on, computer. Let's do this. Rock and roll. Edit this out for the viewers later on. Keep talking till this video fancies playing. Come on, come on, come on. Just going to tap my fingers on the desk. And I give it 8 more seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3/4, third, 2/3, third, gone, boring. Yeah. Anyway, so it says, as it burns, ammonium nitrate goes through chemical changes that lead to the production of oxygen, precisely what a fire needs to keep going, and gets bigger. As it heats up, the chemical can fuse together, creating a seal or plug. The space behind the plug keeps on being heated as gases form. Hot gases expand, but behind the plug, as there's nowhere to go. Eventually, the gas will break through the seal, and the force of that will trigger an explosion. You know, I mean, it was absolutely horrific. I mean, I didn't know what to make of it, you know, when I first saw it. But my point is, if they recorded where things were stored on the blockchain, experts, you know, would be able to see. They'd be like, hold on a minute, how much have we got in that warehouse? How long has it been there for? Monitoring the conditions, they can all see it. The fact is, some absolute numpty, you know, I mean, I can't really blame them. I mean, you've probably got some security guards not really knowing, you know, how dangerous it could be, just simply stacking the bags on top of each other. You know, but an expert, you know, in this field would have seen that and gone, whoa, that needs moving. But instead, it's almost decimated like the entire city centre of Beirut. I mean, absolutely shocking. This is what Bitcoin solves, you know. And again, I mean, this is probably how the security guards would have stacked them up, I'm guessing. You know, but I mean, this is why we need Bitcoin for all this stuff, to keep people safe, you know. And yeah. I think that's kind of like all I've got to say on that one. There will be actually an official BSV TV channel ready tomorrow, which I shall be hosting, and yeah, keep the show on the road, ladies and gentlemen. So as ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there. Joy given. See you soon. I'm probably going to, you know, upload some of these videos onto, I want to get people over onto Streamanity, watching these very soon, because obviously, you know, a far more BSV friendly environment over there. But yeah, cheers for tuning in, guys. I'll catch you later.